How I got into this industry, I started off as a club promoter. I was working at the Limelight, the Club USA, the Tunnel, Palladium, and I was pretty much a promoter, just promoting, doing guest lists, and eventually I was able to get my own rooms to kind of set up the music and the parties and whatnot, and I would hire DJs, and they were great DJs, but I was looking for something different. And at that time I didn't know what it was. Eventually I discovered that it was trance music. So eventually I started doing it on my own, DJing, and I started playing locally in New York, and then eventually turned into nationally and some international. And then production came into play, you know, making, you know, original tracks and remixes and whatnot. We did the soundtrack for a documentary. It's called Glory Days, The Life and Times of Michael Alig. It's based in mostly in the 1990s, and it's about the club scene, the rise and fall, and the main part of it was tied into a murder that took place in the club industry. And it's really cool. We did the soundtrack for it. You'll see me in the film as well, and you can get it on Netflix. It's called Glory Days. New York back then was completely different, and I mean, you could. I think about those times and I'm like, wow, I can't believe like it was actually that crazy. And crazy mostly in a fun way, you know, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was one of those situations where I went out Friday and Saturday, and not just the Limelight. I would start off maybe at the Palladium, hit the Limelight, and then the Tunnel. So it was like a marathon. And Sunday night, all I was thinking about was, I can't wait for Friday. And that's how it was, and for a while too, it was Wednesdays and Thursdays at the Limelight. And in fact, the Wednesday night at the Limelight was pretty much their most successful night out of the week. That was Disco 2000. That was Michael Alig's night. So it was very diverse. There was selection at the door. You know, you just couldn't, like nowadays, you buy a ticket and you're guaranteed in. As long as you're 21 or whatever the age, you're getting in. But back then, there was no guarantees. You had to get picked off the line, and that's how you made it. There was no VIP, nothing like that. And the crowd, I mean, people from all walks of life partying together. You know, it was ravers, it was gay people, it was people in the hip hop industry, models, actors. It was just all together, and that, in my opinion, was the best vibe out of all the years of clubbing. Was the 90s in New York City. Hey, this is Victor Dinaire, and you're tuned in to Promotion Music News.